all things football. As we all know, the past weekend was the first weekend of the Premiership season for 2018-2019, so to speak. So that meaning fantasy football was back. Not a bad weekend all in all. I think there's 25 goals in the Premiership in total. Plenty to go around. There were some high scorers from the usual suspects. A few sort of dimes, a few sort of people looking good. So all in all, not a bad weekend for fantasy football. I didn't score too bad. I had a decent weekend. Could have been worse actually. And I'll tell you why in a second. So on your screen now, you should be able to see the scores of the previous weekend. As you can see, Man United beat Leicester on Friday. Spurs beat Newcastle. Spurs actually look pretty good. Better than I thought they would. Do to be honest, being that a lot of their players played at the World Cup, so they look pretty good. Bournemouth beat Cardiff at home. That was kind of expected. Cardiff were Premiership newcomers playing away from home. That was always going to be a tough fixture. Palace also looked pretty good at Fulham, namely Wan-Bissaka. I must admit, that was a pretty good buy for me. And I'll tell you why in a second. Chelsea also won comfortably away at Huddersfield. Watford beat Brighton 2-0. As you can see, Wolves drew Everton. Liverpool, again, everyone's expecting Liverpool to do big things this season. I think that's the only team that I can say are probably on the same level as Man City in terms of, just outright good football, just outright free scoring, free flowing, high press, high intensity football. That's probably the only team I think I can take Man City at the moment. Southampton drew Burnley. Obviously, my team Arsenal, we lost to Man City, unfortunately. So yeah, that was the fixtures from the previous weekend. Now I'm just gonna quickly talk you through my selection from last week. If you watched my last video, you would have seen what I called sort of it was almost my final draft of my selection for the first game week. That did change, as you can see. I went with Hart at the back, Robertson, Mendy. It wasn't Wan-Bissaka. I actually had Bednarak to start off with. So I got pretty fortunate there actually, because Bednarak didn't play. I had Wan-Bissaka on the bench, and as you know, he assisted. I think, did he assist the score? I can't remember. Let's have a quick look. Clean sheets, minutes played, assists. So he had one assist. Okay, so he had one assist. So yeah, he kept a clean sheet on top of that. So he's one of the star players of the last weekend, as you can see. So I was pretty fortunate in the respect that because Bednarik didn't play for me in my team, and I had Wan-Bissaka on the bench, he came on, and I was able to score a few more points because of that. However, my midfield was Sanchez, Bernardo Silva, Lucas Moura, Salah. Sanchez didn't really do much in my opinion. I watched the game. I'm not sure with Sanchez, but I am going to give him another chance in game week 2, I think. Bernardo Silva, again, he came good for me. He scored, and yeah, not a bad pick, and he's quite cheap. I think he's 7.5 mil or 8.5 mil. 7.5 for 7.5. I think that's a pretty good buy. I think he'll play a lot of games this season. I don't know if he'll play a lot of full games, but I know he'll play a lot of games, probably off the bench or starting. Lucas Moura was a big disappointment for me. I thought he'd be a bit more impactful in the game. He didn't seem to really do much. I think he had one shot on target. Aside from that, didn't do much, and he got subbed shortly after the second half. Shortly into the second half, should I say. So yeah, unfortunately, I think Lucas Moura might be up for the chop this next game week coming up. Salah, on the other hand, continued right where he left off. One goal from him, 16 points. How did he get 16 points? So we've got one goal scored, clean sheets. Obviously, he played more than 86 minutes, so he gets a point for that as well. Now up front, we have King, Zaha, and Aguero. King was quite disappointing. Didn't seem to do much against Cardiff. He's up for the chop, I'll be honest. but I might give him another chance in game week 2. Zaha did score, although not high scoring game for him, so it was 1 goal, but you know, I'll take the points where I can get them. Aguero, not much impact from Aguero. He did have a one-on-one with Czech, which he fluffed, but you know, as long as with Aguero, no, as long as he's in the team sheet, as long as he's starting on the pitch, there's always going to be a chance with that Man City squad. My bench, I had Hudson-Odoi, and I did have one Bissaka in there, which obviously got swapped around because Benrack didn't play, so one Bissaka went on for Benrack and Bennett. Now you can see, you know, if I'd used my bench boost, I would have been at a big loss because none of my bench players scored any points. So yeah, that was pretty much the previous review for the last, you know, Premiership week, the first Premiership week of the 2018-2019 season. So now that game week 1's all over and done with, I'm now sort of pondering the thought of, you know, switching up some players. I would like to have a Chelsea player on my team, but the one player I am watching, I probably will transfer out for him because I only have one transfer to make, will probably be Richarlison. I'm still pondering the idea for now because he's got a calf injury and there's a 75% chance of him playing. I'm hoping he can shake off that knock and make the game against, I think they've got Southampton at home. So I'm hoping he can shake off that knock to make the game, so that if he does, I'll give it till Thursday to make my changes. There shouldn't be any price hike before then. Currently he's standing at 21% ownership. He had a brilliant weekend, scored 2 goals. Kind of kicking myself for not putting him in from the start. But he's the one I am watching. There's another player in the long term that I would like to have in my team, or I'm watching at the moment in terms of the transfer rumors I'm hearing, is Eden Hazard. Hazard seemed to light up the game against Huddersfield. He looked quite good, and I'm hoping if he does stay, I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to fit him in my squad. But yeah, for now, it probably will be Richarlison for now, while I keep an eye on the Chelsea players. Alright, anyways guys, thanks for watching this video. That's my review for the game week 1. Hopefully later on this week I should have a video up, you know, with my finalized selection for the game week 2, and we'll see how it goes. Anyways, have a good week and I'll speak to you later. Bye.